Yeah, gonna make this work. Hey, I think we might have some life. Man, the power blew out. It happens. We got a green line again. We're streaming. There's people here. Okay, now we're down to yellow already. All right, back in action. We think so. Yeah, it's a heck of a good storm out there. Thunder, lightning, cats, dogs, the whole darn thing. Okay. We're going to lose power out here in the woods. That's just the way it goes. I got a substation right up the road here, so I get back on pretty quick. But we'll see if it lasts. That's the thing. Hey, Lincoln. Okay, we're back in business. What I'm doing right now, we got a sack of 5,000 wheat pennies here, and we got several people that have picked a few up, and you know, I sell 50 bucks for 1,000, and I get 5,000 at a time, and you know, I keep some from time to time. That's what I give away, you know, during the big show for all those likes that people give. So that works. All we got to do here is just count them out. Now we got 5,000. I'm keeping 1,000. The other 4,000 are spoken for, but I can get more because people want them. Now it's $50 per 1,000 and $7.50 for shipping on that 1,000. Any frogs? Not right now. They come out at night mostly. I got the light, right? It's right here, and there's the window. And nighttime, well, the frogs, they like to be where the bugs are because they got to eat. The bugs like the light. So I got frogs all over this window, and a big spider. He's outside. That's a good place for him. I don't mind bugs as long as they're not on me. I freak out with that, man. So no frogs, just a spider right now. Wait for nighttime. Man, we get these tree frogs out here. They get to screeching at night. You'll go outside, it's deafening. Yeah, we got 16 people watching. That thing's making the lights. Oh, here, I'll show you. That's what I mean by the thing's lighting up. See, little, oh, you can't see it. There. If it's doing that, I'm probably on. There we go. What do we got? 10, 20, no, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, this is number 16. How are we? We're close. Yeah, see, I'm tapping that because sometimes they go in kind of cocked, and that flattens them out. Send these back. There we go. Anything over comes out. There's another one. That's 16. Okay, so like I was saying before we got so viciously cut off by the weather, you get these tubes, right? They're for counting pennies or for quarters or dimes or nickels, whatever you got. You don't figure half dollars, you know, count to 20. It's not that hard. But here, you got to count to 50. So this 50 pennies up to that point right there. Anything extra falls out. And it works pretty good if you have all the same size penny. The zincs, they're smaller. They don't really add up right. If you got a lot of zincs, your count is going to be wrong. But for counting wheats, there's nothing better. Yeah, the new zinc cents have a, well, you know, 2.5 grams as opposed to, yeah, but you see the way they fall out when you get, you know, too many? Maybe it can't. Let's put it, here, we'll do the wall as the back. And I put one more in, and wait for it. See if it falls out. There. So the new zinc cents are smaller, so you get more pennies if they're all zincs. A third of your coins that you pick up at the bank rolls, you know, third of the coins in circulation are zincs right now. Maybe more. So you'd be a little bit off. Still, using these is more accurate, even with zincs. If you're putting in extra, it's more accurate than a Coinstar where they're taking what, 9%, 10? Some places are taking 11%. That's insane. I got a very mean-looking creature eating my bird feed. Pray for him. Pray that they're less evil. That's all we can do, really. Okay, a little more. All right. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. We're getting there. In my tree. Bill says, I got $2.50 in the bank. One was silver. Man, I never go to the bank anymore. I killed the one account because I wasn't really using it. I got all my coins for the year. And I figured, you know, why am I spending $10 a month on this? I'll open another account next year. Get more pennies. There we go. 19. And it says 6 pounds, 4 ounces. Hopefully I counted right. Just luck. That's good luck. Now you pick up those, what are you getting for a 40%? $3? You know, you get 6 times your money. That's not too bad. That's it. 20. Okay, we're 6 pounds, 9.5 ounces. 6 pounds, 9.5. Is that right? We're going to go with it. Maybe you get a bonus this time. All right. Who do we got? Where's my pen? We got me. I'll just go last and take whatever's left. So we got Mantic. And we got, these are perfect for these coins. Where's my list? It's under the Mantic bag. Okay, we got Cindy. That's Cindelicious. I gotta spell the whole thing. Just write S. We got Silver Mayhem. There you go. And we got Paula. Now Paula's gone through these, and she's found some neat stuff. Okay, there's Woodies. There's God knows what. Oh, look at this one. Right quick. What do you got here? All right, have a look at that one. Yeah, you can get some decent coins in here. Let's put that under the scope real quick. Where's my, I need a little card. All right, I'll use this. Let's see what we got. Because we count them out, then we're going to look at a few and see what the heck we... Okay, I didn't want to cooperate. Where's my cards? Where's anything? I am out of everything. I'm out of patience. I'm out of room. It's at a point I can't operate it anymore. Okay, here. Take that. And we will make a card. There. I got to get another sheet of foam. Okay, there, we got a card. I can put the penny on the card. See the way that works? There, I don't have to touch the penny to move it around. Okay, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Scope. Now we're going to have a look here. Yeah, it's in pretty decent shape. You got some original luster on it. All right, there's an AU 1941. That'll look good in a book. See anything funny about it? What do you look at 1941? I want to see the date. I want to look at the eyeball. I'm going to look up there and trust. And it's got some fine wood grain. But I wouldn't call it a woody. Okay. Trust looks just right. I want to look inside, right? You get the T? I'm going to look in the armpits on the T. Looks pretty good. What's going on with that eye? That wants some attention. Okay, Paula, these are yours. I'm going to put that in a, where's my flips? In a flip. Because that's going to want some attention to the eyeball. There we go. Let me set that here for a moment. What is this? Oatmeal? All right. Looks like an extra eyelid. There's another shiner in there. Yeah, this is just drudgery. 5,000 pennies. That's like 2 boxes. There, I think it's manageable now. There. I'll set that up to the side real quick. Okay, what do we got? 6 pounds, 9.5 ounces is what we want to have. So now it gets quick. Tear, that's right. Now we just pour. Oh, we're over. What is going on? Can you hear or see anything? I shut down Chrome and I shut down the OBS and started them back up again. We're back? Okay. There. Okay, meantime, you can hear? Good. There, we got them all. 1, 2. Oh, and this is what's left. And let's see how accurate I was. That should be 6 pounds 9. It's 6 pounds 5. That's damn close enough. Okay, let me kill this real quick here. I'm gonna kill that because that's the stream that I would see if I were watching. That works. That wants to work. I still need to do my nails. That seems to work. There's me. There's that. I think we're in business. That's what I can do, right? It's really not a perfect science. Give me a bag to put those in. No. Who gets the bag this time? Yeah, let me get the scale out of here. Paul, have you had a bag yet? A canvas bag? I think I sent you a bag. There, look, we're reloaded for the big show. There. Now we're going to go through those and pick at them. There's no room back here. Okay. And we'll get the big box out of here. We'll get this here scale out of here. Get the power for the scale out of here. Are we there? Oh, here's the rest. It's where I dumped them. Okay, there's 6 pounds and 9 ounces. Yeah, there's a couple in my lap. Get up here. All right. Good. We got plenty of pennies. That'll hold us for what? A month? The rate it's going. We gave away 2 rolls. What's this? Oh, that's CJ's thingy. We gave away 2 full rolls. We broke 100 likes on the recap show. I was pretty excited about that. So Corny Card Hobbyist got 2 rolls sent to her. Okay, there's Paula. There's Mantic. There's Cinderlicious and Silver Mayhem. Okay, we started off with Paula, so we'll just keep on going with her. This out of here is another one. The place is lousy with pennies. Get that out of here. All right, make some room. We'll go through a roll or so. All right, this is what we do. Pick up a box, a sack of pennies, 5,000 pennies. You know, people take 1,000 at a time. And when I get to, a full bag, I send out the invoices and people pay for them and I order the bag. Except I didn't do the invoice part yet, but I've gone ahead and ordered it. So, when they're paid for, they'll ship. That's how that works. So if you want to get 1,000, it's $50 plus $7.50 shipping, $57.50. And well, let's wait until I got 5 people involved, and then I'll send out the invoices. That's the idea, because I've had to take a month for people to say, "Ooh, I want one, I want one." But I think right now there's a couple of people that want some. I'm not quite lined up. How do we get those? Just say, "Hey, count me in." Send me an email if you would. Really, the email is going to be the easiest thing. I say all the time, if you want to order something, contact me through email. They send messages through PayPal. They send messages through Facebook. They send messages through YouTube. One guy wrote a letter, right, put it on a postcard, shipped it out, and I don't know how it got here. It said to Santa Claus, and well, I got it. Just as good. The best way, if you would like to order anything, is that email. You can figure out the phone. I'm sure of it, you can figure out that email. Email's a neat thing. You can type in somebody's address, and it will let you send them a text message. You can even send photos or files or God knows what. Okay, I will, because I need a bunch of stuff. Here we go. We got starter kits. We got 2x2x9 boxes. They're real handy. There you go. Nice and finished. You put your pennies in there. All right, there's a top and a bottom. 3 of those. Let's see. With 300 flips, because we got the flips here somewhere. I just had them. Here's some. Yeah, I packaged these wrong. I'll open these up. And I counted these last night. And what? They came in yesterday, and already I have to get more. I do answer my emails. It takes me a little while on, like, when they're saying, dude, can you look at my coin? It takes me a little while there because I got a lot of, dude, can you take a look at my coin? Okay, there we go. These are flips. These are counted out 50 to a pack. And I put them in the pretty little bags. I used to put a paper strip around them. But with a cat, no, forget it. No, you can't do that with a cat. You got to put them in a bag. So I do that. And they just happen to fit in a 2x2 box. So I can fit, actually I can fit up to 200 in one of these, which is kind of nice. And I'd fit 3 of those in a priority mail. So $7.50 shipping, 3 boxes, 300 flips is, I don't know, man. I'll have to come up with a number. It's the same every time, but I have to do the math again. I just did one. I'd have to open another page to find that price. But it's $8, you know, for the flips. It's a better price. It's a better value, you know, the more you get. Is the way that works. But we got loops. We got flips. We got scales. We got, what are these? That's them. Folders. You know, I carry Lincoln's and Jefferson's books 1 and 2. Ta-da! Real handy. But there's a limit to what you can fit in a package. And of course, you got the you know, the scales, and these are accurate to 2 decimal points, which is really what you want for coins. They take 2 batteries, and if I sent you my batteries in a scale, well, just keep them. And I think I might have sent my scale out too. I ain't seen that in a while. I may be a low-tech redneck, but I understand emails. They just don't understand me. My computer troubles me quite often. You're back. I've been back. I never left. I'm starting to wonder if the cat is imaginary. No, it's a real cat. He's actually in the videos, but I haven't seen him in like a month. I think he's either run off or been consumed by owls. Okay, let's get on with it. We take the wheats, we open them right here in front of you, count them up. Well, you use a scale, and hopefully that's right. Now, don't drop too many all over the place. And then we're going to look at some and see what we can find. Because here's what you're probably going to expect in you know, a bag of wheats. And you're going to find common dates, average circulation, a little bit of everything going on with them. What do you got here? 1952D. And we're going to take a look and see if we can find some dye varieties. And we're not going to go through all of them. We'll save you, you know, much of the joy. Let me zoom up just a bit, because I'm way in here. There we go. Okay, that's dirty and grungy. What do we have here? What's this one? What's this one? 1942. And you can see, you know, you're going to have, some scratches. You're going to have some wear. It's a bag of wheats. It's exactly what you would expect, you know, from a whole bunch of wheats. What you got here? I got a bit of a wood grain on that one. Let me tilt that up so we can see it. Yeah, you get these. You get woodies. And you see these fine lines? Where's my stick? You see these fine lines. There you go. And you see how they are directional. They have a direction, in this case, pointing northeast, southwest, just like that. All right. And they're parallel across the darn coin. And look, see the color difference? It's parallel to the color difference. So this is an indicator that these are lamination marks. And we can zoom in and take a look. It should look, you ever have a bad cuticle, you know, where the skin just kind of peels up right there at the end? So it's kind of holding on, but still kind of peeled up. That's what we're going to see. And that's the, yeah, that's the telltale sign of a woody with laminations. Okay, well, some people keep these darn things. They're kind of neat. That's too bad this one has some scratches on the front, because that's pretty good contrast over here. Okay, we'll stick that in a flip for you. Where'd the flips go? I'm so disorganized. That cat is real. Man. Did he jump on my back? Man. He used to just, you know, come over and says, I need some love. Oh! Big claws on him. He had big feet. I flipped right out. All right, let's keep on going here. What do you got? What do you got? It's a 57D. Now, 57D, I like to go, especially look over here at the Liberty. And you're looking pretty normal. Let's look at the eyeball. Look up here and trust. Give it a general once over here. Got some heavy wear up here. What do you got going on? Yeah, just some heavier wear. Okay. We'll go through a bunch of these until I just can't take it anymore. It usually takes me 3 to 4 hours to go through a box here live. And we only scan, you know, a couple, 3 rolls. That looks pretty normal. Check out that eyelid. What's this? 1950. Okay. And I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to put the rest back in the bag, of course. All right, we got some die wear. See the T? Watch that T. You see the little horns, right? Little horns on that T. That is die deterioration. The metal flows in to the void, right, and then flows out. But on the outside of that device, it's kind of flowing straight. So you get this area, right, where it's hitting in 2 different directions, and you get extra wear lines. And you get little horns under your letters, and that's what this is. That's what's going on that T, and the R, and the U, a little bit on the S. See that, how it's got horns? And that is probably a poor man's double die or something akin to it. See the top of the 7? Same darn thing, where the metal flow has worn that die because it's a higher stress point with the metal going into the device and out, and over here the faster metal where it's just flooding along the plane of the field. And that's what that is. How's the eyeball? He's okay. Anything on Liberty? Looks pretty straight up to me. So hopefully we can learn you up something. There's Frank. What the Frank? 1953. Looks pretty straight on the date. Eyeball's good. Yeah, see the horns in the T again? The T is a great place on the horns because it's even all the way across. There you go, those are horns. Keep it going. We're just going to look at one side. $1957. Looks about right. Yep, Eshe was going to go on later tonight, but she was worried that I'd be doing something because I like to play with wheats on Wednesday. She didn't want to interrupt that, but I'm just looking at pennies really and just talking. So it really doesn't compete with any other show. How much attention do we want to give that mint mark? I want to give it more attention. I got a lot of grime on that. 1956D has what? 8 different RPMs? A bunch of them. I'm not feeling the love on this one, but I got something up at the top that bothers me. Mantic Show. Mantic Show tonight? Okay, we'll get this over. What time's Mantic coming on? Adriana does this thing where she just lets us gamble for an hour. I want to touch this top of the D. Because sometimes this grime, well, if it's soft, it'll come right off. I'm going to set that one on a flip and let you have a look and see if that's an RPM, because I got a bit right at the top. I've lost my way. Come back. I've got something sticking out at the top, and I've got an extra bit inside. So we'll set that apart for you. And keep on going. It's the Adriana Show. That's right. Fun and games. And shopping. I'm going shopping. I'm at work one day, right? And what the hell were we doing? We're working on the filter, a big giant filter. I mean, the thing's 50 feet across, and we got a whole crew of us working. Okay, here we go. Watch this. You see how the metal goes into the void of the 3 and then comes out and wears on the outside. Watch. Here's the rim. We're going to draw a line to the center of that coin, and that is the direction of that wear. And it looks like a double 3, but this is die deterioration doubling. You're going to see that a lot, especially on 53 and 55. That is a very common thing, and it offers no value. It's just die wear. Let's see if we got some letters that have horns. You see any horns on the letters? The T's got horns. The S has horns. The U looks like a long U. That's an angry T. Yeah, the E has horns. Okay, those little horns, that's die wear. The I has horns, right? Goes out from the center. Up here, goes out from the center. That's another telltale sign of the die wear. It goes out from the center. And where's the center? There you go. Goes out from the center, and that's how you can tell that. So anyway, we're working there. We've got a team of 20 guys out there. It's late at night. There's one guy. He's on the phone. I look up. He's on the phone. People keep their phones because you never know when there's an emergency. He's got this look on his face, like somebody just drove over his cat. Oh man. He's nodding his head. He's shaking his head. I'm thinking, oh shit, we're gonna lose him. He's gonna have to go home because something terrible happened. Gosh, I hate that. Somebody always got to go home. And you're a man short. You got to work twice as hard to make up for it. Well, he's got a son-in-law working with him? Yeah, he had a son-in-law was working there. He calls him over. He hangs up the phone, calls him over, and he shakes his head. He's nodding. I'm thinking, oh man, somebody died or something. No, wasn't that. I said, dude, you okay? You got this look. You all right? He says, no, man. Our wives called. They picked up our paychecks and they went to Walmart. Oh, man. It's a shame to work that hard and get nothing. We're going to Walmart. I'm going shopping. Okay, get some shoes. 1944 D. And I like to look for a big, thick 9. You see the tail of that 9? I want to see that thick. Also in the 44s, I want to look under the 4s. And always check that eyeball. This one looks pretty worn. Once you get below, very fine. Once you get to fine, or you start seeing a coin that's kind of beat up, taking out die varieties gets very difficult. I always model a lot of my guitar to Tony style. Black Sabbath? What's that, a 53 beat up? Okay, we'll let him pass. I won't scan these beaters. There's a couple in here. All right, what you got here? It's a 49D. You got some better dates and such. You get a little die chip right on the top of that 9. But that may be damage. That's just coincidental damage. Did Paula send you pics of that 41? Wait a minute. Probably. I think I saw a 41 with a butt underneath, right? Right down here, it looked like 2 little buttocks, just like that. That's what, yes, she did. I don't know what to make of it. All I can see is dittos. Just in a pair of dittos underneath it. Something going on. I don't know what. Maybe it's worn out mint mark. Hard to say. But yes, she did. Oh, what's this? Crud. All right, keep going. Yeah, if you got coins that are kind of screwed up, don't even bother checking them. Just send them. Because it would have to be, a 55 double die number 1 to have any value screwed up. And even then, it'd be tough. The quote variety. It looks like a butt. I tell you, it does. I should load it, but it would kill the stream. 58D. What do you got? What do you got? You got something there? I'm going to put that toothpick right between the D and the E. Let me get that on this side so I can hold it steady with my finger here. Anything in there? No, just doo-doo. I'm going to be around here a while at Paula Bloom. I'm having troubles. I'll be around. Paula around? 1952D. Let's look at that D. 52D has a couple of nice RPMs. I'm not seeing anything on that one. Look at the eyeball. Look at trust. Look at liberty. Okay, that's not a BIE error. That's a little damage from a rolling machine. They've had these roller machines around for 50 years, so it's not uncommon to see these. It's not like they're new in the past couple of weeks. These roller machines, these are roller machine marks. They've been around for, you know, as long as these freaking 52Ds have been around, so you'll get those. Don't be surprised if you get a funny looking eye, right, or funny looking date, because those roller machines will leave marks. That's probably the same darn thing right there. What's in here? 1948. Looks pretty standard. Black Steel Reserve says, found a 55 RPM. Triple. Outstanding. Keep it up. They are out there. You will find them. You see these sites, you know, these websites, and they talk about all the different RPMs, and you get really excited thinking, oh man, there's, you know, 260 RPMs for 1960D. I should be able to just scoop them up by the handful. Well, they are rare things. You got to figure, you know, they made 1 billion coins. Each die made, you know, anywhere from $250,000 to $500,000, sometimes less. So yeah, these RPMs, they are tough to find, which is why people like to, you know, collect every one of them, and why they draw a bit of a premium, some of them. Blue Ridge Silver, oh, Blue Ridge found it. Oh, very good. Yeah, Blue Ridge is one of the quality channels out there. There's some channels that it could be better, and some channels that, well, don't even go there. But Blue Ridge, he's tops. He really is. That's happening. Blue Ridge and JB are the two channels I watched most when I first started watching. Oh, you mean they got videos on coins? And I said, I can do this. And so I started doing coin videos. And now look where we are. We got a whole bunch of people out there. Looking. What's this? Oh, it's a wheat penny. Look what I found. 1945. Oh, that one's seen better days. All we can do is pray for the evil within that coin. 1956. He's kind of pitted. Sorry to hear it. But you get the good and the bad and the ugly in these bags. 53. Yeah, and right there you got another one with the little bit of die deterioration. Not as extreme as that last one we saw. There we go. Yeah, Blue Ridge. He had one show. He found a 36 double die, I think #1. I mean, it's a $100 coin. He was pretty excited about that. And he'll go through a bag on occasion. I'm thinking, I could do, you know, I can go through a box of wheats or something. Well, the way I go through a box of wheats, it takes me, I mean, 2 months, easy, to go through a 5,000 sack of wheats. Damn, I'm slow. I just got a lot else going on. Now, 46, that's also pretty notorious for having die deterioration, especially on the 6. What's this? Let me touch it with a toothpick. That's a twig. What's that mark? I've not seen that mark before. Is it a mark? Is it raised? Is it discoloration? Is it something else? I'm thinking impact, like a scrape. Yeah, that's got the, I mean, you see something funny, and a lot of people, they send me pictures of coins. What can you tell me about this mark right here? That mark. Well, you got to put it into perspective. You got to take the whole coin into consideration when you see something out of place. What is that mark? Well, if I zoom in on just that mark, I might come up with one answer. But if I look at the entire coin, my answer is clear. Watch this. See this line from here? Follow it. It's a bit of an angle, and it comes right across, just about in line with that mark. That is a damage. That's not a mint mark. That's damage. Look at the whole coin. Too often they look and they say, "What's this in the middle of the B?" You know. Meanwhile, it's missing the other half of the coin. Look at the entire coin, because everything you need to know is on that coin somewhere. 1944. Robert Lawson, he just found another number 20. No, what was it? Number 22, right, where it's got the extra tail of the 9 coming off the 4 right in here. He was the one that discovered the darn thing. I guess he's up to 3 now. Jeez. And who was it? Was it Logan? Logan's coin and card that found one also? And I guess Frank got that one out of him. That's kind of a, you want to get that one. It's got a boo-boo. That's a boo-boo. Doo-doo, boo-boo. It's out there, man. Watch yourselves. You stay safe from the doo-doo and the evil that corrupts. Pray for the evil ones. 52, I don't see anything different about that mint mark. Okay. Well, we found a couple for you so far, Paula. We have a lamination and a woody. Got a couple scratches on one side. 1941D. Okay, let's look up here. It's a little bit worn. We got that, the 56D, had a question about that mint mark. And a pretty shiny 1941. Those polishing marks. Yeah. I'm sending you that 41, and if it is not a sideways S, I will eat a shoe. The one with the buttocks. It looks like this. It looks like this. Like, you know, like you better put some ketchup on that shoe. 1953D. Go back to that 52. The 2 looks funny. Oh, it was damage. Here it is. Yeah. That's just a little coincidental damage is all that is. Just a little contact mark on top of the 2. How do we know? Well, let's look at the rest of the coin and we'll see some other contact marks here and there. I'm sure we will. Please, there's one on his head. Yeah, you're going to find these little bits. That's all that is. Want me to stick that in a flip for you? Not in hand, it doesn't. Yeah, okay. What you see through this camera is greatly different from what you would see with a loop and a good eyeball. I've explained this before. This little camera here, I got about 2 megapixels is what you're looking at in this image, and really you're only getting part of that because it's a much bigger image than I let on. This is how I can kind of, you know, fit the picture up, then I stretch it out, and then I stretch it out, and it kind of gives me more magnification, which is kind of neat. But it's a digital magnification. What your eye will see with a good loop is akin to 500 megabytes. Your eye will pick up far more than that camera ever will. Okay, Paulo, I got 4 for you there, including I put that 52 in that flip for you. That one's going to shine you. Oh, it's got some doodle on it. Okay, so I'm going to put these in your bag here. So you take a picture, you send it to somebody, and he's not going to see what you see. That's the trick of it. What do you mean you don't see that? You can't see it with a camera. Digital technology's come a long way, but it's going to go a lot further to beat your eyeball. And my eyeballs suck anyway, you know? Not in hand. Yeah, so what you see in hand can be totally different from what I see in a camera. Really, the best way to get a true opinion of your coin is put it in front of somebody. Okay, who's next? Cindy? Cindy's here. Mantic's not. And Silver Mayhem's not. Oh, so we'll work on Cindy next. You ready? There it is. Cindelicious. Did I spell it right? Cindelicious. Send the wheats. Hold the doo-doo. Okay, let's get some out here for you. And go back to the scope. And we do about a roll. Here we go. That's about a roll. We'll go through most of it. Anything good? Anything in there? Oh, let's look at it up here. Anything we got to see for sure? I don't see any steel. Don't see much for shiners. That one's kind of shiny. That one's kind of shiny. What's that? That's a 1957. Okay, we'll keep it shut so don't screw it up. Go back to the scope. Okay, we're on. We got Paula set aside, so we got Cindelicious. Let's see if we can find our way. Wow, that's a beater. 44. 44 beater. Let's pull this shiny. That one's got some luster to it. 51D. Okay, that's worthy of a folder, I'd suggest. A little better shine. Liberty. And I kind of zoomed in here. Let's go back out. That's a lot of coins. Yeah. So I sort them out. I go through boxes of memorials, you know, boxes of bankrolls, and I get them at the start of the year, and I spend, you know, a month sorting them here and there. Actually, I spend several months sorting them out as I go. You know, I got spaghetti boiling, you know, coffee making. I'll sit there and just, you know, pick a few, separate them out by decade. So I end up with, you know, 6 bags, 6 sacks, boxes, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, thousands, and teens, which are all shields. That's a little issue. We don't, you know. And I'll go back and sort those by year. The 50s are pretty easy. There aren't many of those. Right? The 60s are pretty easy. There are not many of those. I get to those when I get time. You know, if it's not a full box, full bag, full sack, you know, if it's not that many, I'm not in a hurry for it. And then when I get time, the rest of the year, I spend looking at each date. You know, so I got 1 year in front of me. You know, just 1984. P and D is all I'm going to have in front of me. So if I want to compare what I find with another example, well, I've got them right in front of me also. But I can focus on what I'm looking for that particular year. That looks normal. And that saves me looking it up, because sometimes, you know, if you go through this way, I've got to look up, what's this one? I got to look up 1946, then the next coin I got to look up 1944, and then the next coin I got to look up God knows what is that? 1946D. Having 1 year comes in pretty handy. But yeah, it takes a while. You know, you figure if I do 20 boxes in a year, that's a lot. With what else I going on, I'm nowhere near. That's screwed up. How many I did last year, or the year before? Excuse me. You know, there's a progression. There's an evolution of your style. You'll change. Maybe you don't need to check every single date. That's all right. Just pick out the dates you're interested in. You know, you want to pick out your 99s, 98s, 2000s, so check those for whams. Right? You want to check your 97s, look for that double year. All right? You want to check, oh, look, what you got here? What you got here, Cindy? Cindy, what you got here? See how thick and wide the tail is on that 9? I want to compare and see, is that damage, which I suspect. That is a flat little 9. Yeah, that should be a straight end, but that's been flattened. What's under the 4? Okay, I'm gonna push this. I'm gonna touch under the 4 with this toothpick. And see, is that debris? Yeah, okay, that's gone. I guess that's debris. All right, we got a little squish mark over here. We got some crush on the bust. And the 9 has been crushed as well. That's not a double die, but that is what I would look for here, right? I want to look. I'm looking for big fat tails on those 9s, because that's yeah, you're gonna see them like that. Yeah, there's some more damage marks. So you don't have to sort every date, but you can pick out those specific dates that you're looking for. Oh God, that's got it. And you find you know, not, so many different years have some that you want to pick out and look for. 1984, you want to check for the big double ear, right? 1983, you want to check for the double die reverse, right? 1972, you want to check all of those for double die obverse, right? In 1971s, give them a check for double dies. 1979, there's almost nothing going on in 1979. Do you really need to sort those out and pick them out? Because I've gone through sack after sack after sack, and I got nothing for 1979. So do I want to keep checking? Well, you know, when I fill a set, there's a couple of them out there. They are few and far between, the die riders in 79. Or do I just say, to hell with it, man? They're not worth much anyway. Just hunt for the big dollars. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got their own style, what they're looking for. Some people, I like these buy errors, you know, with the chips in Liberty. I'm a big fan of those. And some people who just want the big double dies, the big greasy ones, you know, the 55, the 72, the 69S. But if you're, you know, going through boxes, yeah, by all means, pick some dates out at least. You can always pick out more dates as you learn more, as you evolve. That was a fairly okay 57. We can put that under the bigger scope here. Where'd it go? Let's see. Here's home. There's that 57 we just looked at, and it's got some luster on it. Okay, and that's on the right, the lower one. And the upper one is a 51D. It looks okay. You want that in a flip, Cindy? Because we ain't found much yet. Here, I'll save them both in a flip for you. There you go. And back to the scope. There it is. Yeah, but maybe you found all the 1972 double die number ones that you want to bother with. You can stop searching that date. I use cups, right? Where I'm searching, I just toss them in a cup. Or a cup, a solo cup. These are $3.50 up at Walmart, and you get like 50 of the darn things. And I actually use them with coffee or whatever, then rinse them out, let them dry, and then I use them again on the penny. So that saved me doing some dishes. That's well worth it. 46. Okay, I want to look at the tail of the 9. I want to look at that eyeball. Give a look up here at trust. The armpits of the T are a good spot to check out. And look at Liberty. Yeah, but you don't have to look at every single aspect of the coin, right? You don't have to go through and look at the mint mark and the date and the eye. Oh, God. You ever see the mummy? Look. Imhotep took his eyes. My heart! I'm going to eat my scarabs. 1945D. You can go through and just pick the high points, right? Date and mint mark. Come up here, check the eyeball. Check trust. Check Liberty. So you're doing a scan. You're taking a sampling. If you see something out of place, then you can keep on going. And there's a big gouge, so that's enough of a sample on that one. Where is it? 1950. And that looks pretty good. Oh, geez, got his nose. My, what a big nose you have. Looks like Batman. There's another one with some damage on it. 58D. Yeah, kind of gnarled up. Okay. Seen a bunch of those in this batch. 1940. And the tail, okay, that's fairly normal for a tail that's been, you know, a little bit squished. Oh, I see it wide and have the same relief. Yeah. But you don't have to scan every bit of every coin. Just do a sampling. Sherry says, I rarely find estimates, but Thursday, I found like 10 San Francisco mints. Outstanding. What's going on with this? It's a 41. 41's a big, big year for Woodies. Big year. This has got some crap on it or something. Oh, well. Yeah. All right. I think this is subject to some acid or corrosion. It's kind of screwed up. I'm not going to say that one out for you. Yeah, what you got here, if you corrode a coin or expose it to an acid, it can etch out some of the tin or especially the zinc and leave behind, you know, the striations that you see here. I would say this coin has been subject to exposure to something. You know, plenty of acids out there. Coca-Cola, it'll screw up a coin. Battery acid, that'll screw it up fast. Okay, that's a damaged coin. A tail of 2 cents. 44D. D's good. Bit of a ding there. I's good. Trust is good. Liberty's good. Like Pepe is Le Pew, mon chéri. Pepe Le Pew. You know Pepe Le Pew. You don't know who Pepe... Were you born under a rock? You don't know who Pepe Le Pew is? I guess some die wear on that. No, that's some crud in there. Coffee time. Corroded the tin. I think I might have corroded the zinc out more likely. Zinc is it's a much easier metal to corrode with an acid. 46D looks pretty tight. There we go. Because you put tin and copper together, you get a brass. And it's pretty durable. That's some hard stuff. 41D. Don't see anything out of the ordinary. There it is. And I might need to go out and look at the rain real quick or something. Okie doke. Un polecat skunk de pew. Le meow. Le pew. Cindy, I ain't found much yet. I'm getting there. I want to find something for you before I give up. What do you got? 1958? Straight looking date. You know, there's a 1958 double die. It's got 2 examples found. It's like a $100,000 coin. You can find this $100,000 coin in your pocket change. No, you can't. You find in your pocket change, it's going to look like this. Ain't going to go no for $100,000. But I say that, and then somebody pulls one out, and then Cointelligence finds 2 92D close AMs. Okay, so I can't say that anymore because it does. You can get these high dollar coins. You can, but dude, it's few and far between. How many people have found these high dollar coins? Okay, I'm gonna look at that under the loop. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to put that in a holder for you because that appears to be an RPM. Now it's up to you to figure out which RPM and confirm it. 1957D RPM. There you go. Give that a little tuck. So there's something. You can find stuff out there. But out of what? We've gone through, 150 coins here so far. You find stuff. But these wheats, you're going to find, are a great way to test your skills. To see what you can see, to learn what and where to look. Because, you see here, I've got it narrowed down to date, mint mark, eyeball. You can also check the ear. Yeah, you get doubled ears in the wheats. You can check the bow tie, right? Take a look at Liberty, of course, the whole darn thing. Give it all a look across In God We Trust. Check at the top of the hair, especially towards the right of the hair. And look at the armpits and the T. Then you do the same on the back. Okay, what do you got? 56D. Fairly decent looking. Yeah, that looks decent. Anything over here? The more you do, the better you get. You can pick it right out, but it's an inexpensive coin to work with, the wheats. People like the wheats. They're not particularly costly. You can find stuff. More importantly, you can get exposed to a lot of things and learn. Wheats have been the backbone of the. Geez, they've been collecting these things since they were still making wheats when people were collecting wheats. But this is the basic, the coin. The smallest coin in the U.S. denomination out there, so they're affordable. What, you can't afford 100 pennies? Okay, that looks normal, I guess. But it's their low cost is why people collect them so broadly. I mean, everybody collects these darn things, except Hoogie. He collects high-grade Morgan dollars. Well, can't really blame him for that. They're kind of nice. But they have been and always will be a staple. We used to get these bags for 75 bucks, right? 80 bucks for this bag. This bag 30 years ago was 75 bucks. Now it's, 200 and, geez, you're hard pressed to get them for less than 2 1/4 sometimes, plus shipping. No fooling. And back then, man, there'd be all kinds of stuff in them bags. Of course, over the years, 30 years later, they've been picked pretty hard. The dates are missing. The estimates are missing. The steels. We used to get, a roll of steels. They'd be crap, but you get a roll of steels in a bag back then. Teams. Get a BDB. Every now and then, a beat up 22D or something. Now it's pretty much 40s and 50s. P and D, no steals, not too many shiners. And 3 times the price. Well, what happens in another 30 years? They're going to go up another, 3 times the price? These would be 10 cents a piece. Well, geez, just so the meld value might be going up that way. Yeah, they are a staple in the coin community because they're affordable. You got a 12-year-old. The wheat penny is the gateway drug. Get them hooked. Hey kid, you want some wheats? Here, just try one. If you want another one, you let me know. I got one for you. Yeah, you can get them hooked. Now you can still find at a box of pennies. You run to the bank and say, "Hey man, I need a box of pennies. 25 bucks." They give you a box of pennies, 2,500 pennies, and you'll probably get typically 7 to 12 wheat pennies out of a box. There's a whole lot more in those boxes, but I see a lot of these shows just go for the wheats. That's okay. That's all right. Leaves it for me. The good money is in the die varieties, however. Oh, Cheapskate's here. Cheapskate started doing a sale show. What, Monday nights? Monday night? You taking Mondays? He's got some pretty good grub. Keep an eye out for it. Yeah, now Cheapskate's one of these shows that jumped on to do the seminar, and he knocked it down. He knocked it out of the park. 41. Well, remember, let's look at the armpits on the 41s. That's an important spot on the 41s. So he got a lot of attention out of that. Man, if you pull it off, that seminar is really going to do a lot for your channel. That's ugly. $40D. Okay, you get a little bit of everything. Oh. What's up in here? What's up in here? 1950? Yeah, got on it. Well, Sydney, I got an RPM, and we got a couple of better shiners. 56D looks pretty normal. That's what we got for you. 1958D. A little wear on that. That's what I have. That's what I had pulled out for you. But I got a couple in there for you. So, what the heck? We'll go with that. I got a couple of weeds, like a Proof Like 43 Steel and a 1909 VDB. Outstanding. You know, you want to collect every single Lincoln cent out there, you're going to need 300 holders. Because, dude, they are out there. What's that coin that got sent the other day? Let's see if we can find that. There it is. Jacone had sent some. Yeah, I got a 1943 because we wanted to look at that. Wow, can you hear that thunder? Sounds like artillery. There's a 43 like you never seen. Which one's the 43? The top one or the bottom one? And then there's that shiner. Okay, so look at this. Ready? You're going to love this. You'll love this one. Here's a 43 steel. Pretty slick. Here's a 43 copper. You all right? And this one is a 1938 proof. You notice the flatness of the rim, polished dye. You can mirror-like surfaces, but it's not the coin that's been cleaned. This one has a little bit of damage on the back. But we'll be putting that in the big show. Because you only had about, what, 14,000 proof strikes for 1938? I had another one, but Coin Card Hobbyist took that from me. Yeah, these are kind of nice. This is probably a $20 bill with this damage. But that's a 1938 proof. And that's sent in by, Dacone. Dacone in here? He shows up. There he is. What happened? That's Dacone 710 sent this in. Yeah, that's a sharp proof right there. It's a shame about this bit, but no matter. You want to have these. Yeah, and the 43 copper, yeah, we decided that was a counterfeit. We went through and looked at, you know, the thickness of the letters, the shape of the letters and numbers, you know, some other details. Okay, it's kind of neat to have a 43 copper, though. Look what I got. I got $1 million coin. What do you got? Nothing. Well, you still have the fantastic steels. Ain't nothing wrong. What was this down here? It's a 1941. Oh, I picked that out of something. Mike Bolliard sent a bunch of stuff. That's from Mike. It's in the cone stuff. I must have picked that out of the cone stuff. Real dark wood, dark woody grain, which is completely different. Usually the wood grain is bright because it's, you know, tin and zinc that's mixed in. Well, you know, every now and then if you throw a nail or something into the mix, this will happen. I suspect this might be just a contaminant that created this, because it says they're 99% copper or whatever the hell they say. But come on, they're throwing, like, you know, sandwiches and stuff. Hey, watch this. Let me throw my sandwich into the smelter. Poof! You think they don't fool around? I would. Okay, we'll set that back over here. Yeah. They're coinciding for the big show. And on Sunday, if you're new to the channel, anybody here new is Ginger Pardon. Yep. Let me squeeze the air out of this. We have a big giveaway every Sunday. People send in coins, and we put together a package and then give them away. So, geez, send coins. It'll be fun. We're going to get on to the next package here, and this is going to be Silver Mayhem. What's that? It's on a spider. Anything we got to see right off? Well, that one looks pretty good. Yeah, it's got some luster on it. But there's a bunch. We'll pull a bunch out here. Have a look. There you go. Okay, let's pull up the scope. What you got here? Here's a lustrous beast. Pretty good shape here. What do you want to guess the date on that one, huh? That'll be late 50s. It's 57. All right, well, that's too bad. Little die crack right across his forehead, going to the back of his head. Liberty's looking normal. Yeah, I'll put that in a flip for you. Yeah, it looks okay. I'm old, not new. LOL. What's LOL? What is this stuff? LOL cat. I know it's pig gibberish. Okay, 1940. Is there Silver Mayhem's coins? Nope. Let me get this pile put in the tube. There we go, so we can start it right. Get my toothpick out of here. Now 4:30. Yeah, this is a good show for the daytime because I can just talk about coins and everybody can tune in whenever. That looks really normal. I'd like to get some better focus here. Can you do that? Can you? Camera gets warm and it's kind of tough. Okay, you see the 4, how it looks like an extra 4 going, no, going that way. Yeah, over and down. That's a little die deterioration doubling is what that is. So up here in the dates, see the little horns, right, at the T. That's die deterioration. That's the metal flowing into the die, then out of the die. And you got metal on metal. It's not like, you know, slipping on a banana peel. This is copper hitting steel and scraping across the surface. It only moves this much, right? I mean, the metal only moves from, you know, one side of the 4 to part of the way across the 4. But the way, you know, it goes into the valleys and stuff, it will wear the die, and you get this bit right up here, okay? Which is die deterioration, it's die wear. That's what that is. You'll find that. Go through another 1,000 pennies. Go through another 10,000 pennies, and you're going to start to see this stuff. I see a lot of people, they put up a picture of a coin. They say, hey man, what's going on with this? Is that damage? Yeah. Well, how do I tell the difference? Go through another $200 worth of pennies. Seriously, go through several boxes of coins and pick out those things that are odd and peculiar. And it won't take long and you figure out, oh, that's just screwed up. That's another one that got run over by a truck. An elephant stepped on it. Yeah, well, you know, it takes a lot of coins to get a lot of experience. And all you can do is look at them. There's some horns on the T. You see that? You know what that is. You know exactly what that is. And that's nothing right there. Who's in here? I'm new to the channel, yeah. If new to numismatics, I have a 2-cent piece. Outstanding. They made the 2 centers start in 1864. They had some patterns from 1863. One of them had George Washington on there. He didn't like himself on the coin. I thought it was a great looking pattern. I think there were, what, 7 or 13 of the darn things? They're pricey. Well, in 64 they had a large motto, then they shrunk it down and made a, no, they had a small motto and then enlarged it. That's the first coin to include the motto, "In God We Trust." Well, it's because they had a coin shortage in the middle of the Civil War, right? People, geez, you get an uncertain future, you want to hold on to your metals. So they hoarded their gold, they hoarded their silver, and they hoarded their copper. Because, geez, copper's pretty handy. You can beat that into a tin cup. No, a copper cup, copper mugs. Well, the result, because of the war, had a hard time making change because everybody hoarded their change. Banknotes were coming out. Banks were just writing script. They printed out. This is good at this bank. You know, come on in, we'll give you a silver dollar. Okay. They had to have a silver dollar. But a bank usually had that. 1951D. That T looks a little wide. But I don't see anything else. Well, they printed these things up by the gazillion. They had a new nickel they were putting out a couple years later. They had 3 centers they're putting out in silver, in nickel. Just trying to get through that, you know, the coin shortage. But they weren't really readily accepted. The public didn't like them. They were kind of big, kind of gaudy. They're actually smaller than the most of the cents that were out at the time. They had just gone over to the smaller Indian cent. But a lot of the coins still in circulation were the big, you know, size of a $50 thing. And they didn't care for the 2-center. It wasn't popular. It had a shield design on it instead of a, you know, pretty lady. So after the war, of course, they caught up with their change. And in 1873, they recalled them. Over the years, they kept getting fewer and fewer and fewer of these things. By the time you get to 1872, they're pretty rare indeed. It's a fairly sharp 50. I give it XF. Okay, it's in decent shape. It's been spent a few times, but not too badly. The rest of it looks all right. So in 1873, they had what's called the Recovery Act. It was the Mint Act of the year, and they recovered most of those 2 centers, and they just melted them down, turned them into Indian pennies. Right? They recovered all that copper. So, well, they made, you know, 30, 40 million of these 2 centers. You've only got about 65,000 that survive. They're pretty tough to find. You can get them, and you can get it for a fair price, but usually they're screwed up. You know, if you took 1,000 2-cent coins off the market, you would have the bulk of what's being passed around. It wouldn't take much at all. I think the 2 cents they're terrifically undervalued. Really, if you want to have a typeset, you got to have a 2-center. You're telling me 60,000 people don't have a typeset? You know, just get one of every series that they made. I just sent you a sweet 2-center. It's here somewhere. Is that it? What's that? What is that? No, that's a half cent. Yeah, let me find that 2-center he just sent out. Well, I'll zoom out. You can see that one. What is that? The 1829? That's the 1828. Half a penny. Yeah, you want a typeset? You got to get a half cent. There's several different types of those. And here's a 2-cent what we're talking about. I'm going to open up the case here. This is sent in from Decone. There we go. Here's the shield. There you go. You got the arrows going up 45 degrees. They come out over here. There's the other one. You get the fletching down below. There's the date, right? That is a normal 5. There you go, the big fat shield, olive leaves, and In God We Trust right up here. Now these things, they tend to wear these dies out. I mean, they needed the resources for the war. And, oh, look, we got some we. Good, that's a tough one. That's usually the first thing to go is the we. You want to find we on your 2 centers because, you know, then Now you're talking 50 bucks. All right, you got a good sharp wee on that. But they used the heck out of these dies. They ran them. I mean, they ran them hard. These things are going to be replete with worn dies where the dentals, these little teeth around the outside rim, you ain't got them, right? They're going to be replete with die cracks. And you'll see that in various places, oftentimes through the United States of America. They wore the heck out of it. This one has been cleaned. It is iridescent. Let me show you this real quick here. Okay, you take a piece of copper and you clean it with a chemical. It's going to alter the surface of that copper. All right, and it'll take on a toning. These copper coins will tone over time. The copper forms a patina using oxygen in the atmosphere, and it protects the rest of the copper, which is kind of neat. It's different from rust, in that rust keeps on going, whereas copper, it forms an outer shell. Okay, but if you strip it off with a cleaner, it will reform a new outer shell, and it tends to be iridescent, which I cannot show on this camera, if we can see that. And that's a big giveaway. And you get pinks and blues and browns and yellows and greens, reds, and almost neon sparkling to it. Well, so that's where they got the idea for copper tone. No, they got that idea because somebody said, I want to rub her whole body. Here, let me put some of this lotion on your skin. There you go. And another way to tell is the luster. But once you get, circulated, you tend to lose some of the luster. But that's a neat coin. That's about the size of a quarter. And that's from Decone. Well, there aren't that many. This is 1865. You might have, 10,000 surviving specimens out of 10 million made? Really? That's nothing. These are tough to get. It wouldn't take very many buyers to pick up every single 2-center on the market, and then what? Then the price is going to go a whole lot higher than, 10, 15 bucks a piece. I think they're terrifically undervalued. They should probably be going for 40 to 50 for a low value coin. That's my opinion. Okay, let's stop before you get demonized. We got the demon here. No demons. Pray for the demons. Pray that people shall find solutions, to find deliverance from their wicked ways. They don't need our pity. They need our love. Pray for the wicked. That's all we can really do, isn't it? Demonized. Demonetized? You get the hose again. That's right. There's a 1955. That's in pretty good shape. Alrighty. Now I need to take a break and go take care of some things. Do a little reading. Probably got smoke on there. Where the hell are my smokes? I'm out. This sucks. Oh, I guess I'm here somewhere. Where the hell they go? There's one. Alrighty. So are we learning anything at least? Let me catch up. Oh, that's where they got the idea for copper tone. Just turned up a shiny wheat reverse. Let's see what the date is. What is it? What is it? Tell us. Tell us. Did someone say wicked? We're just looking through some pennies. We've got another box of wheats, 5,000 wheats, and we're going through looking for die varieties. We've gone through, what, 2,000 so far? Well, maybe a roll and a half from each of 1,000 bag. We'll get a couple to go here. But I'm going to take a quick break and take care of some things, some pressing issues before it's too late. No, I'm not grumpy. I'm not grouchy! Never mind. Don't worry about a thing. Okay, keep on going through the stuff. I'm back. All I see is a Grinch. That's okay. I got my shirt on. Look, it's my, if I could have one wish, it'd be a bacon mustache. Yeah. That was a little tore up. Yay, you're back. This is my front. Bath. Bath. If I was only 10 years younger, I might be able to keep up with you. (1941). Let's look at that. 41. You get a lot of woodies. This is not one of them, but you also have a lot. I mean, a lot of dye varieties centered around that T in the trust. So let's go in there and have a look, shall we? Where is it? There it is. Okay, this is a perfectly normal looking T. Darn it. On that 1941. And you can see just a bit of that fine grain. That's not really, doesn't stand out enough to call that a woody. That's what we're talking about. It's something in the metal. And we lost our focus. Let's find that back. Come on. Excuse me. It's on 1940. Now I tilt these things because, well, you kind of need to, so you can see different colors. And that's got a little bit of color, but I think it's mostly just doo-doo on that coin. Alrighty. We ain't found nothing for you yet. This one's for Silver Mayhem. This batch. Keep it going. Wasn't that excellent? Sorry, I'm just too cheesy. You here for the puns? Has a decent 58. Okay, it's got some tone, but it still has some original luster. Okay, what do you got here? 57D. We got a little die chip in the 9. And they're neat. I keep every one of them, of course. I also look over here in the Liberty, because if you get a die chip in the Liberty, you know, they're good for $1. Because they're recorded. A lot of these minor chips, especially in the date, are not recorded so much. And, well, people don't collect them as a result. So I've been working on that, recording more of them. Give me time. We'll get them all down. But that is a multi-year project. That's my Silver Mayhem. These are your pennies that we're going through right now. We got our box in. We counted them out. We got 3 pounds. Well, I don't know how many pounds. 6 pounds, 9.5 ounces, which is 1,000 pennies. And it weighs upright. We've been looking through. We ain't found a darn thing in your batch yet. Now, I'm only looking at the fronts because it's a whole lot faster to look at just the fronts. Takes about, I'd say, half the time. And we're getting some idea what's in there. But it's 40s, 50s, P's and D's, just what we expect. But we have found some other things. We found an RPM on Cindy's bag. Anything on that? No. That looks like a perfectly normal D with a little contact mark in the bottom, so rip. So we keep looking. Wow, we lost our focus again. Now, I'll get an invoice to you, by the way. When you get that, just pay it, and I'll ship these right out. But I'm only going to go through about a roll, maybe a roll and a half. I'm just looking at one side, so there's still plenty to hunt for. And Paula has found some pretty nice things. You'll find lamination peels, woodies. You'll find buys, maybe an occasional double die, maybe another RPM or two. They're out there. It's good practice. Now what's kind of junky? And from time to time you find something. 56D looks perfectly normal. Meantime, I keep talking. I like chips. I keep them all. I got sacks of chips and cracks. That one just, see the damage on there? I wouldn't even give that another bit of look. 53D looks pretty straight. That 9 has a big heavy end, which I suspect is a contact. Something has crushed that 9. But I want to look at that D up close. Okay, and that's just a whole lot of bag marks. Just, you know, you put a bunch of pennies in a sack and just shake it, and it's going to just leave all these little fine little nicks, little bumps all over the coin. It's a form of erosion, is what it is. There you go. See, the 9 has got a couple of danks on it, and the D, yeah, that's not an RPM or nothing. That's just beat up. Where'd the Liberty go? Let's look at that while we're here. Nothing there. Okay. Zoom back out. But I thought I'd go on, you know, right now, because first off, I got to get this thing out of my floor, because I'm going to trip over it. And then later tonight, Sylvia wanted to go on, SJ, and it's Mantic Anonymous tonight. All you people that get headaches when Mantic is not on, you can get on and, you know, get your fix. It's been smacked around a few times. Yeah, poor thing. That'll teach him. 1944. I'm looking especially under the middle 4, middle left, and give it a look under the right side of the 4. And I don't see anything up. Nothing else on that. What's this one? Got some color. Ooh, we got some real good color on that. That's a 1940. That's a real high contrast wood. Is it a stain or is it wood grain? That is a stain. Let's get over and have a look if we can. That's just filthy. It's not woody. That's some chocolate or some darn thing, or grease or oil, or I don't know. Hit it with Tide. See what that does. It'll be iridescent if you clean it. Okay. Not a standout piece. Good shape though. Yeah. That'll get you going. It's time for a coffee break. What about It's Me Brian? Oh, Brian comes on in 8 minutes. Yeah, Brian, It's Me Brian comes on in 8 minutes. Is it? What day is this? It's Wednesday. Oh my God. Look, it's Wednesday. You got to get in it to win it. Every Wednesday, It's Me Brian, and that's him right there. He has a little giveaway. Now to get in, it's a $10 entry. Or it's $10, and he'll explain it better than I can, really. Just get over and get in his show. You can send a donation. I sent one last week, so if I win, just give it to somebody else, because I just sent, you know, a little one. But he's got a couple of things he does. He put together these bags of things, coins, and you know, hand-poured silver ingots. A little bit of everything in there. Really, it's a good show. And it's every single day at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6 o'clock, every day, Monday through Friday. Takes the weekends off. But he's a good guy, right? That's a big thing. He's dependable. He's honest. He's decent. Hey, did you get the house? I've been meaning to ask, because he's been looking at this real nice ranch. I mean, Jesus, got to be 3,000 square feet, this place. Pretty good looking place. Lots of space. I mean, you could have a whole room just for coins. Call it the coin room. I mean, I got 3 rooms just for coins. I got a huddle in the bedroom. The place is getting overrun with the things. Yeah, but he's you know, he talks. What's going on with this? It's filthy. Yeah, that's a filthy coin. That's all kinds of wickedness going on here. Pray for the wickedness. Pray for the wickedness. May it leave that coin. Brian says, no, but I will. I hope you get that house. That look real nice. I'd be happy to have a house like that. Yeah, I'd be happy to have a housekeeper. Really. Yeah. It's gotten away from me. Wickedness has overtaken my home. Okay, 1951. You see the little hook on the bottom of that one? We've talked about this before on this show. That is die deterioration. That's what the little hook is on the bottom of that one. Now let's see if we see any horns. Right? See the horns at the top of the letters? I bet you we see some. Okay, maybe not so much horns, but we've got some definite wear up there. And look at the L and I on Liberty. Kind of smushes to the left. That's a worn out die. Ken, you're in it to win it this week. Well, I only sent a small donation. I just wanted to support the show. I don't win much. If I do, I just give it away anyway. Yeah, but if you can't find Brian's channel, you're gonna find below this video, you'll find a link, and it'll take you to the Coin Video Directory. And he's gonna be in there, and it says right there, get in it to win it. The Wednesday giveaway. Yeah, he's one of those shows you figured he'd have a lot more people watching because he's so darn regular. I mean, just play it. Just, you know, listen in the background, if nothing else. You don't have to stare at the show. You know, you don't have to get Google-eyed like you do with me. Listen all day in the background. Okay, here we got a die crack. What's the date on that? 52. And up here, we've got a die crack in the head. I got to point to that. Starts right here, goes up, and it's kind of a split. So it's almost like an H or a chair shape. I keep them. There's not much market, but I haven't found anything else here for you, so I'm going to put him in a flip for you. What's this first one? Oh, that's the 57. There we go. Yeah. But I'm just looking through wheats, and I got one more sack to go through after this. So I'm going to keep on doing my thing. And I'm going to invite everybody to get over there and, you know, pick up on It's Me, Brian. Because his is live, and you can watch, you know, we're just looking at pennies here. You can see this anytime. Yep. Who else is on tonight? Somebody get over to that coin directory and find out who else is on tonight. Because I don't have any idea who. I got to check that more often and keep it up to date. A little grungy on that one. Lincoln's here. Mantic's on. Yeah, It's Me, Brian is on in 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3 minutes. And SJ is coming on later today. Nothing on that one. Oh, it's a quiet batch, this one. 58D. No. Mantic Gamble Night. Gamble your soul away, and then we will pray for your soul. Now, over Mantic coins, you can win stuff, right? You get these games you can play, and you play for Mantic coins. You can gamble and flip coin and challenge people and stuff. This trivia, you can answer the question, you get to, you know, you get free coins. Okay. Well, on Saturday, they got this thing where they go through rolls, and you can turn in your Mantic coins and trade them and buy rolls. Real rolls. Right? And if they find something in there, they're going to send it to you. No fooling. I mean, all you got to do is watch and participate and interact, and you can win real stuff. Yes, that's how that works. Kind of the whole point to it. And so you get a lot of people to get in there and just tear it up. Lincoln, he's got like 16 billion Mantic coins. I don't think he's turned in one yet. He just likes to gamble. I don't know how many I got. You get to 100 hours, and you know, you get like 100,000 Mantic coins as a bonus. You know, you just watch the show for 100 hours and you turn it in for like, you know, 10 rolls of pennies. And if they find it, they'll send it to you. Okay, I tell you what, I've got Brian coming up. I've got Mantic coins I still have to look through. But Mantic knows what he's doing. Okay. I don't want to kill Brian's show. We went through Silver Mayhems. I got a couple things for you. I got a decent 1957D and a flip. I just dropped one. Where'd my bag go? I got a bag of them. Paula, Cindy, Mantic, Silver. I don't know. I don't know where that went. I had a bunch for me. Here. No? Anybody know what I did with my pennies? They in here? Here. There, I put a couple extras in there because I dropped one. Okay, I think that's going to do it. Mantic, we've gone through and seen stuff. All right, we got a good idea what's in here. He's got a shiner in here down bottom. There we go. Looks like another shiny one up in here. Yeah, I'm going to let Mantic look at Mantic coins. And meantime, I got Silver Mayhem. I got a couple for you. There you go. Stick them right in the top of your bag. When that invoice, which I still have to get out, when that's paid, I'll ship these. And they'll come in a nice solid box. We taped the heck out of it. So I'm probably going to have to get more tape. And we got some for Cindelicious. And we got some for Polar. Yeah. If you would like to get 1,000 of these weeks, just let me know. Okay, we do this all the time. This is probably what, our 4th or 5th box of these. I'll wait until 5 people have said, yeah, I'll take a bunch, and then I go ahead and order the darn things and get the invoices out. But I've done it before where I send out the invoice, you know, and they pay, and then it's like a month waiting for the rest of that box to go, because I don't need to have, you know, 50,000 wheat cents. I actually have probably 50,000 memorials over here. So this is a, you know, I order it as people order it and make it work that way. It's Me Brian Livestream alarm. Okay, we're going to get over there. Let's get the link for It's Me Brian. So if you'd like to get some of these, it's $50 for 1,000. It's $7.50 shipping. That's the thing, because, you know, it's going to be 6.5 pounds, 6 pounds, 9 ounces and a half. Okay, video blog and Livestream Directory. Here it comes. I'll take you to the screen. Here's the screen. And wait for this to load. Okay, wait for it. It's still loading. Come on. And our channel of the week is Bill J, it would seem. That's Bill J version 2. Okay, live stream show times. There we go. Any idea? Anybody know what day this is? Okay, Monday, Tuesday. Look, it's me, Brian. 5 o'clock. It's me, Brian. 5 o'clock. Wednesday, it's me, Brian. Giveaway day. Yeah, get in it to win it. Okay, I'm going to copy that link and come back over here to chat. That's not it. And I'm going to post it right there because I'm going to quit this stream and go over there. There it is. There's Brian's link. And yeah, it'll be fun. We'll just go hang out there for a while. I can use a cigarette and a cup of coffee, do my thing. And we'll get these out pretty quickly, no doubt about it. Yeah, if you want 1,000 weights, get a hold of me, let me know. And when we have 5,000 are sold, I'll go ahead and order them and bill you and take care of that. Wednesday wheats. Yeah, we'll see if we can do it again next week. I've been so darn busy with other stuff. Good Lord. But this will work. Sunday, we have the big show. Don't forget about that. Let's see. Friday night. This Friday night. This day after tomorrow. Oh, my God. I got to get ready for this. I have a live auction and sale every other Friday night. And in between me is Robert Lawson. We switch off because it's a lot of work putting these on. And we put out some pretty darn good stuff. And you might want to get in and at least watch. But we try to get something for everybody. You know, the newcomers, the old people, everybody in between. It'll be fun. I know I have some more Ikes that came in. I have some commemorative $50 that are available. And we'll just see what we have. God, I'm not ready. It takes me 3 weeks to get ready for a 2-week show. What am I supposed to do? There's the link for Brian's channel. Let's get over there and surprise him. What do you say? We got 19. Let's go hit him. See what we got. You guys, you stay groovy, okay? We'll see you later.